Two men in Malaysia were driving late at night when their dash cam captured something unsettling. The road was empty, completely dark, with only their headlights cutting through the night. But as they turned a corner, a figure suddenly appeared in the middle of the road. Dressed in white, it sat cross-legged in the lane as if waiting for them, with no reaction.
Okay, that's a bit scary.
Yeah,
That's a bit scary.
that is very
Panicked, the driver slammed on the brakes and threw the car into reverse. It didn't matter that it was a one-way street. He just backed up as fast as he could while the passenger tried to calm him down. That night they left, but the encounter was far from normal. After posting the footage online, viewers reacted fast. Several commenters claimed they'd experienced something similar on that exact road, with reports stretching back nearly 10 years. But others offered a more sinister explanation, that it wasn't supernatural at all. They believed it was a carjacking scheme, where the figure acts as bait while accomplices hide nearby, ready to ambush anyone who stops. The men never shared their names, but they did share that they took a different road to avoid anything supernatural. If you enjoy videos like this, please subscribe for more. In the summer of 2014, a cyclist named Chris was riding through the mountains near Fernie, British Columbia, when he spotted movement in the tall grass ahead. Within seconds, he realized what it was: a mountain lion, and it was walking straight toward him. That's when he pulled out his camera and started recording.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mountain lion. He's crouching in the grass. He's actually coming towards me.
At first, the animal is barely visible through the grass, but as Chris backs toward the trail, the lion emerges clearly, stalking him with focused and unblinking eyes.
That is a mountain lion, and he's stalking me.
Mountain lion encounters are already rare, but when one is actively following you like this, moving low through the grass and closing the distance, you can be pretty sure that you're in serious danger. About 2 minutes in, the lion picks up its pace, and Chris makes a critical mistake. He turns his back and runs. Now, that's the one thing you're never supposed to do with a big cat. And for a moment, it seems like the situation is about to escalate fast.
This is so crazy. Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I am much bigger than you. I'm way bigger than you.
He stops running and tries yelling, waving his arms, anything to make the lion lose interest. But it doesn't leave.
Go! Where are you going?
Instead, it approaches him, repositioning itself between Chris and the main trail. Every time he tries to move toward his bike or the path back to his car, the lion cuts him off, staying just close enough to keep him trapped.
Stay back. Stay there. I'm not afraid of you.
The standoff continues for several agonizing minutes. Chris stuck in the open, the mountain lion watching his every move from the edge of the tree line. Thankfully, after a few tense moments, it turns and disappears into the forest. Chris walked away unharmed, but terrifyingly, the only reason the lion didn't attack was because it chose not to. If it had felt more threatened or more hungry, things could have gone very differently. On February 10th, 2022, 38-year-old Uber driver Christina Spikuza picked up a passenger in Pitcairn, Pennsylvania. Her dash cam was running the entire time, and what it captured is chilling. The footage begins with a man wearing a ski mask getting into the back seat. The weather was cold, so Christina didn't think much of it. She tries making conversation, asking him questions, but he barely responds, just murmurs or stays silent.
Hi, Virginia. How are you today? Did you have a good day today?
As they approach the drop-off location, he suddenly shifts to the middle back seat. Christina assumes he's trying to get a better view to point out where to stop, and that's just exactly what he does. He directs her to pull over in a secluded wooded area near Monroeville, but as she starts to slow down, everything changes. The passenger pulls out a gun and presses it against the back of her head. With his other hand, he grabs her ponytail and orders her to keep driving.
Drive.
No, it's not. Stop. Come on, man. I got a family. What are you
I got
doing?
a family too, now drive.
What are you doing?
Drive.
Please stop.
Drive the car, miss.
I have
You
4
drive the
kids.
car.
What are you
Drive the
doing?
car.
Christina tries to reason with him, her voice shaking as she begs him to let her go, but he doesn't respond. Instead, he reaches forward and takes her phone. Then, still holding the gun to her head, he leans toward the camera and shuts it off. That was the last footage of Christina ever seen alive. When she didn't come home that night, her family reported her missing. 2 days later, her body was found in the woods with a bullet wound to the back of her head. Her car was discovered back in Pitcairn, and police recovered the dash cam. The footage led them to 25-year-old Calvin Crew, who had used his girlfriend's phone to book the ride. He initially claimed he left Christina unharmed and took a bus home, but phone records told a different story. For over an hour after shutting off the camera, Calvin forced Christina to drive while he tried accessing her banking apps. When he was done, he executed her. In February 2025, Calvin Crew was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Brad Jigmaster is a fishing YouTuber who regularly posts solo kayak trips. On this particular day, he was paddling through a quiet stretch of river, looking for a good spot to fish. Just another calm afternoon. As he's filming, something appears in the water ahead. At first, it's hard to make out, but as he gets closer, the shape becomes clear.
Now you see me, I turned around, I'm going a different route. But if you look to the left of the screen, just look at the left of the screen. Did you see it? You see my head? I am fucked up right now in the head. Do you hear me? I'm fucked up. I had to whip out my camera because nobody would believe me. What if my film on her was not recording? I didn't know, you know what I mean? So
It's a body, floating face down in the current. Brad quickly turns his kayak toward shore and calls 911. Authorities arrived and later confirmed what he'd found was indeed the body of a man. Out of respect for those involved, I won't share additional details, but the case has been documented publicly. Brad uploaded the footage with a warning, explaining what happened and why he documented it. What started as just another fishing trip turns into something far more disturbing. On October 17, 2020, the YouTube channel DopDoc uploaded a video that might just be the most terrifying thing. In this video, a solo camper was deep in the forest, recording from inside his tent as he heard something moving outside. He aimed his camera toward the door and slowly unzipped the flap to look. Just a few feet away, staring back at him, was a bear. Quickly, he tried to zip the tent shut while he kept filming. Then it happened. The bear pressed one of its massive paws directly against the tent wall. The fabric bulged inward, pushing toward him. Panicked, he shouted as loud as he could, hoping to scare it off. The bear backed away, but only for a moment. It circled back and tested the tent again from another angle, pushing harder this time. This went on for minutes, but eventually, it walked off into the trees. After waiting to make sure it was gone, he finally stepped outside. He was lucky to have walked away unharmed. because watching the footage back, it's impossible not to think about how horrible things could have ended in a split second. Daniel O'Neill is a YouTuber from the UK with a channel called English Woodsman, where he regularly posts camping challenges. For the most part, his videos are pretty tame and uneventful. But in this one, he was out in the UK woodlands near his home for a budget £10 camp when something genuinely unsettling happened. The first 35 minutes were completely normal, just him setting up camp, chatting with viewers, and live streaming everything in real time on YouTube. But once night fell, things took a strange turn.
So I'm trying to sleep, and I always like get a flash of light on the tent. Now, if you look back on the live stream that I did, I showed people a reaction of someone in the, the trees with a torch walking backwards and forwards. I don't know if it's someone who subscribed to my channel who may be local and he's trying to find out where I am, trying to scare me a little bit, but I've seen the light flash now over my tent area. So we're going to get out and have a little look, see if I can see the light. The problem is my battery is only on 16% because the live stream flattened it, and I am using my phone as well. But we need to get out. I don't know if he's just trying to be a silly bugger about it, but it's just the way it is, isn't it? But I'm not enjoying it, and I think it's rude. I just have to wait, won't I? Told you. It's like they're looking for someone. Oh, get down a bit. That must be someone who's seen my live stream, who knows where I am. I need to come this way a little bit. See, lights there now. Got to be looking for me. Let's go that close to camouflage, not at tent. Must be.
A lone figure suddenly appeared wandering through the forest in the middle of the night, clearly searching for something or someone. Daniel assumed it might have been someone who had watched the live stream earlier and decided to mess with him. But honestly, he wasn't sure about that. After a few tense minutes, the figure disappeared back into the woods, and English Woodsman was able to make it through the night without incident. Still, the encounter leaves you with an uncomfortable question. What exactly were that person's intentions? And how much worse could it have gone?